Erling Haaland, childhood history from the age of 0 to 11. Erling Braut Haaland was born on the 21st day of July 2000 to his mother, Marita Braut, and father, Alf Inge Haaland, in Leeds, West Yorkshire, England. The Norwegian came to the world as the last-born child out of 3 children born to the union between his parents. His brother is named Astor, and his sister is named Gabrielle. Alf Inge and Marita had their son in England because their family lived there at the time. In the year of his birth, 2000, Erling's father played football for Leeds United. In March 2001, when Erling was just 1 year, an episode happened that would change the life of Erling and his family. Erling's dad had changed club to Manchester City and was captain for City when they met their big rivals Manchester United. The game ended tragically when a tackle from Roy Keane, the Manchester United captain, would eventually end Erling's dad's playing career. Alf Inge Haaland took his family back to the small town of Brøn, where he grew up. Brøn is a small town city in Norway with only 12,500 inhabitants. Brøn is known for its agriculture. Did you know that Erling's big brother is a farmer? 5 years ago, Erling started playing football in Brøn Football Club, but that was not the only activity he attended. He also played handball, golf, and did athletics like running and jumping. The importance of the right genes. Erling's dad was a football player, and Erling's mum was a heptathlon athlete. Erling's probably got his enormous speed resources from his mother. Already, as a kid, he was putting in some amazing athletic performances. He broke the world record for the highest standing long jump, more than any other kid in the world. The record was 1.63 meters, and he achieved it at the age of 6. Erling's first coach was an extremely gifted coach named Alf Ingvar Berntsson. In an interview with Goal, he talks about Erling's talent. Alf Ingvar Berntsson says this: "When I saw Erling for the first time, when he joined our indoor training, Haaland's first 2 touches led to goals. Because he was so much better than the others, we immediately pulled him up to play with boys a year older than him." From the age of 8 to 13, Erling was part of a group of 39 male players and 1 female player. Under Alf Ingvar Berntsson's supervision, an incredible 12 of them played for the Norwegian national team. 6 of them are now making a living being professional players. Erling is, of course, the big star, but 5 of them are making decent money out of football. There has been research on these sensational results from one small football club in Norway. A former Norwegian professional, Marius Jonsson, a former professional footballer, carried out research into Erling Haaland's journey towards professional football. The results are quite revealing and challenge many culturally pervasive structures and pedagogical assumptions, providing an argument for a reconceptualization of player development in youth football. The point of interest is, he was born in 2000, but played with the team born in 1999. His training group consisted of 40 players, 39 boys and 1 girl. At 9, they had only 1 training session a week organized, but they played a lot for themselves. They had facilities, indoor and outdoor, that were kept open for spontaneous football. Erling has in later years told that this is one of the main reasons for his success. Just having a good time, laughing and enjoying the good time with his pals. Fun fact, none of the 40 players left football before the age of 16 years. Football was understood as a social environment for learning and development, and keeping the social group together was a priority. At 15, the players were given the choice to decide if they wanted to train 4 times a week with a specialized team or 2 times a week as a recreation team. The kids themselves made the choice. Many, including high-profile youth coaches who assumed that the best must play with the best, otherwise they will not develop, questioned Alf Ingvar Berntsson's approach to coaching. Berntssson says, "It would be fun to go back and speak to them now." Berntssson believes that what was most important was to include all players and avoid giving in to these culturally pervasive beliefs that have remained unchallenged and unchanged. He admitted that he could not see who the best will be. If you have 40 players and select the best 14 as the first team, 13 as the second team, and 13 as the third team, then the first team gets the good coaches. Before summer, the third team collapses, and then the same thing happens with the second team. Then you are left with 14 of 40 players, and of those, maybe 5 or 6 will lose interest. Suddenly you have too few players when you are going up to junior football, 11 aside. This happens so often. It's time to round up Erling's first childhood years. This was Erling's way to success. His genes. Started early with organized training from an early age, just 6 years old. He did a lot of other training. He was in a great environment. He trained a lot unorganized with his pals. He had a great youth coach.